Okay, guys, today we are actually going to multiply fractions. Okay, we've been multiplying decimals and things, but today we're going to multiply fractions. Some of you may have done this a little bit last year, and hopefully if you did, once we start doing it, it will, you'll remember how you did it. Okay, let's look at this. 1/3 multiplied by 2/5. Okay, if you look at the numerators and the denominators, if there's anything on the top that can go into one on the bottom, then we can cancel out. But in this case, 1 can go into 1 and 1 can go into 5, but it wouldn't make any difference because it's 1. It would still be 1 up here and 5 down here. So there's nothing that we can cancel out in this problem. So in this case then, all you have to do is multiply your numerators. 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 5 is 15. So 2/5 then, or 2/15 would be your answer, because 2 is not a factor of 15, so it can't be reduced. So 2/15 would be your answer. Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to go get me a new pencil, or a new pen. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at another one. Okay, now we have 3/4 multiplied by 8/11. Well, can 3 go into 11? 3 is not a factor of 11, is it? Can 4 go into 8? 4 is a factor of 8. So you can cancel out. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 8 how many times? 2 times, right? So now we can multiply across. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 11 is 11. Say you didn't want to cancel out. Then we go 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 11 is 44. But in this case, we can't leave it like this because it's not in simplest form. What is a factor? What is a number that can go into 24 and 44? I'll give you a few seconds to think. 4. If you divide each one of these by 4, 24 divided by 4 is 6. 44 divided by 4 is 11. You get the same answer. The difference in doing it up here, I think it's easier to spot that 4 can go into 8 and go ahead and cancel within the problem than it is to deal with bigger numbers, especially when you get into numbers that are in the hundreds and things like that, okay? Okay, now I'm going to give you a problem this time, and I'm going to see, and I want you to try it. Five 6 times 7/10. I'm going to give you a few seconds, a couple minutes to do it, and then we'll go over it. Okay, let's look at it. Can anything, can the 5 go in is it a factor of 10? Can 5 divide into 10? Yes. So 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 goes into 10 2 times. Now 2 can't go into 7, so 1 times 7 is 7. 6 times 2 is 12. 7, nothing can go into 7 and 12 except 1. So we know it's in simplest form. Now, if you did it without canceling, 5 times 7 is 35. 6 times 10 is 60. Now, we know it ends in a 5 and a 0. So what do you know goes into 5 when numbers end in a 5 and a 0? What's the numbers divisible by? That's right, 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 60 divided by 5 is 12. So you get the same answer no matter which way you did it. It's just these numbers are bigger than these numbers right here.